Hi, I'm Terry with Terry Howe & Associates. I'm down in Beaufort County, South Carolina, touring one of the properties featured in our next auction. This is a 11.35 acre tract. It's over on Sandpoints Road. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it, and that's about it. We're not going to walk through the woods. I know some of you expecting it, but you can come down and walk on this property anytime you want to. Let me first tell you a few facts about the property. One, how to get here. If you're in historic Beaufort, come across the bridge on the Ladies Island, go about 2 miles, turn left on 802, which is Sam's Point Road. There's a Publix right on the corner. Then go down about 2 miles on the right, you'll see our sign just before you come to a main intersection. There's a road to the left called Brickyard Creek. If you get there, you went too far. We're on the right just before that. Our sign is basically about halfway in the middle of the property. I'll tell you how to find the pins. On the front end, which is behind me, that's back to 21. There's a little house next door with a chain link fence. As soon as you pass their driveway, there's the corner. Go on down to the other end. We've got a drive cut where you can pull off, and you'll see a brown telephone box. We're just on this side of that telephone box. There's about 650, 660 foot of frontage here on Sam's Point Road. Okay, another fact. This is a bank-owned property. It's foreclosed. I think at one time it's valued well over $1 million. Their instructions to me, we want it off our books. So this is an absolute auction. It's going to sell to the highest bidder regardless of price. Also, it's an online auction. If you come out here on auction day, you're going to be by yourself. We're not going to be here. All right, I'm going to take a few more minutes. I want to talk about the split zoning. I've got a little note here that says we've got about a little over 3 acres. It's called expanded home business. It's on the front. We've got a zoning map that you can look at. Maybe Brandon's going to show it right now, or possibly you can look in the contract package. That information will be there. So be sure and read your contract package. Also on the back side, it's zoned community preservation, which is primarily residential. I'm not going to read these ordinances. We've got them available for you to read in your package. Of course, you may decide to do something else with the land. You can take that up with the planning commission, county council, whatever source you have to go through here to change any kind of zoning. We'll tell you that just past our sign on the right, we noted on another drawing that we had, there's a little wetlands area in there. So you'll have to deal with that during the process of any development. I don't think it's very large, but it is there. We did find a drawing that had been submitted to planning. It's expired. I think they were trying to put a few lots up front, maybe 20, 25 residential lots on a little circle road. You can probably find that yourself, or maybe we'll furnish you a copy of it. I don't know if that's what you want to do. Just the developers never finished it, and that's where we are today with a vacant piece of land. Somebody called me before I made this film, wondering how far it was from the water. Well, if you go back to the river at where you come on the Ladies Island, that's about 4 miles. There's another landing straight out Sandpoints Road. It's about 4 miles. And the Brickyard Creek landing, it's about 5 miles down at the end of that road. So, I mean, we're on an island, we're surrounded by water. There's probably some other landings I don't know about. I'm gonna take just a minute, try to point out those features about the corners, try to help you a little bit. I'm not that good on zooming, but we're gonna do the best we can. Okay, I'm behind the camera now. I'm down in the vicinity of where the sign is. I'm going to turn just a little bit left. I'm going to try to zoom in. Hope you can see what I see. That little white post was a former real estate sign. Just beyond it, you can see that mailbox and the driveway. And I think you can see our little red flags right there on the corner. They're just barely flapping in the breeze. Okay, I'm going to turn. This is a pretty nice piece of flat land. It's all wooded, so it's hard for me to show you the interior. There is one place cleared. I think at one time there might have been a house down there. Okay, there's our sign, kind of get you in there. There's a crossroads sign that'll tell you about where you are. All right, I'm gonna focus on this pole right here in the middle. If you look, it's got like some kind of little warning for a buried cable beside it. Right behind that pole is where that wetlands area is. So that's where you'll want to be looking. And then I'm gonna go on down. If you'll see where it says Brickyard Creek Landing, beyond that you see a yellow box for your newspaper, and on beyond that is that beige looking telephone box. That's just on the other side of our property line. And right at that yellow box is where you can pull in and get out and walk on the property if you want to. We've got a survey available for you in your contract package. Okay, that's going to about wrap it up here at Ladies Island, South Carolina. Remember, this is an online only auction. All bidding takes place on the internet. Read your contract package. There's a lot of information in there. I'll answer a lot of your questions. And then if you were to have some questions after that, that's okay. Give us a call. Our number's at the bottom of the screen. Or you can send us an email, info@terryhowell.com. We'll get back to you just real shortly, especially if it's during the week. All right, so we're going to see you, remember, online only, terryhowell.com. I'll see you at the auction. Thank you for viewing this video. We look forward to meeting you at the closing. I almost forgot. As I was coming down here today, I heard on the news some people who are watching this video are about to be buried under a foot or two of snow. This is February the 1st. I just looked at my temperature on my truck and it's 60 degrees. Where do you want to be? Ladies Island, South Carolina, online only auction.